Welcome to the day 5 of Space EC Organization course curriculum. Today's topic is reinforcement and punishment. So, what do we mean by that? Till now, in this course, we have discussed the importance of early childhood education, what it entails, early childhood numeracy and literacy, and physical development of the body during early childhood ages. In the last chapter of this course, we will collate all the ideas we have studied by delving deeper into the method of conducting the activities enlisted till now. We will be hovering around the conditioning theory while implementing an early childhood education curriculum. We will be covering the following three topics. The first is reinforcement in education. Second is types of reinforcement, positive and negative reinforcements. Third is problems with the idea of reinforcement. So, what do we mean by reinforcements in education? Reinforcements is a term coined by a behaviorist called Skinner. It is a consequence following a behavior that increases the probability that the behavior will increase in the future. Skinner is regarded as the father of operant conditioning. But what is operant conditioning? Skinner stressed that the human mind is more productive for observing behavior rather than internal mental events. He believed that the best way for understanding behavior is to look at the causes of an action and the consequences of it. This approach is called operant conditioning. Operant conditioning works on the principle of reinforcement, which is given after the desired response. This is a widely practiced approach in the field of education. The idea behind giving incentives, punishment, rewards, or any other kind of reward are the endowments of this theory. So, what are the types of reinforcement that we imply? By now, the concept of reinforcement is clear in our mind. But what are its types? There are two types of reinforcements, positive and negative reinforcements. What is positive reinforcement? Positive reinforcement strengthens the behavior by providing the consequence an individual finds rewarding. For example, if your child completes an activity and you reward them with a chocolate or a trophy, the chances of repetition of this behavior are more, thus strengthening the behavior of good performance and up-to-date work. On the other hand, negative reinforcement aims at removal of some unpleasant traits. Sometimes a child is rewarded with an adverse stimulus which strengthens the idea of not repeating the same behavior again. For example, punishing your child every time they fail to comply with a task delegated by you will modify their behavior. Now we will discuss about the types of problems with the idea of reinforcement. The first problem is the behavior that was practiced when the punishment was given returns when the punishment is no longer present. Second problem is negative reinforcement may cause an increase in aggression. Third problem is negative reinforcement may invigorate some certain fears. Fourth problem is negative reinforcement only tells a child what not to do but doesn't focus on what to do. So it doesn't provide an alternative solution. Activities to do with your child. Ask your child to read numbers between 1 to 10. If they successfully read them, then award the child with a toffee. Repeat this activity for a course of 10 days and see how the developments have developed. Second, identify one bad habit in your child. Write in the group what it is. Impose negative reinforcement on your child. After 10 days, does the habit still persist? Share your results with us. Thank you.